Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's Reddit Heroes report. Well, WWE keeps highlighting the legendary career of Hulk Hogan all over the place lately. Wonder what they're up to, huh? Anyway, Hogan is currently featured on the front page of WWE.com as a lot of the rare photos of the iconic wrestler is being showcased again. Also, the company's YouTube account just released a clip from last year's NWO, the Revolution video. It's released individual interviews of Kevin Nash, Billy Kidman, Jimmy Hart, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes discussing Hogan's infamous heel turn at Bash at the Beach 1996. Alright, WWE, the good old diva, AJ Lee. I don't know what the deal is there. Once again, she's a member of the Raw roster. She was transferred to SmackDown shortly after her infamous pipe bomb thing. Let me turn the sound down over here. Anyway, she had a little tirade thing, sort of like Punk did years ago. And the official WWE website now has her listed as the member of the Raw again. So anyway, the homepage of WWE app, though, however, has not been updated, and she's still featured on the SmackDown graphic. But she's not. And no Vision again. Anyway, everybody's on every show. At Monday's Raw in Greenville, South Carolina, WWE hosted a party for Susan G. Komen honorees. Well, anyway, Stephanie, Lillian, and Ziggler appeared at the reception, and Justin Credible was given an interview, and he was talking about this bullying and hazing and stuff like that's been going on for a while. He said, I was hazed by Kurt Hennig, Davey Boy Smith, and even JBL, but they always, let me know in their own way. Hang in there, kid. He said, I manned up the best I could. I earned my stripes in any locker room anywhere in the world, and it sounds crazy, but we police ourselves in wrestling. NFL, take a listen. He says, I'm not advocating hate or malicious intent, but I really think that wrestling business respect is lacking. I always said it was going to be my turn. Well, it's my turn as a veteran now to say we need to respect our business and treat it the way, frankly, the way independent wrestlers is. Many of us will always have respect for them. He says, respect it. And the independent wrestling organizations, a lot of the wrestlers respect each other there, but I tell you, the promoters are kind of iffy sometimes. Well, this is being used right now on WWE TV. Ricardo Rodriguez is heading to UK for next week's taping, and Vicky Guerrero isn't working this week's live events either. She's flying over to UK for TV tapings next week. And WWE still plans to use some of their smaller wrestlers on a cruiserweight type show when the WWE network launches. While Daniel Bryan isn't being blamed, fully blamed for the low WWE SummerSlam buy rate this year, there's feeling within WWE among upper management that if he was a bigger guy, then it would have been up the buy rate. Don't think so. I don't think, it might be me, but I don't think we buy pay-per-views because of the size of the person that's wrestling. Nope. And by the way, Triple H, he blew a gasket, I guess, Monday's Raw. Towards the end of the Monday's Raw, the segment, it had him carrying on with the big show. Anyway, the Shield came out and Raw went to commercial. Anyway, Triple H was visibly upset and was seen dropping the F-bomb quite a few times before grabbing up a headset and arguing with whoever was on the other end. Well, it turns out the segment was going too long, I guess. They had to get that other commercial in to get some money. And someone in the back, either Kevin Dunn or Vince McMahon, set out the Shield as a cue for commercial. Anyway, Triple H, he was upset because they cut before Big Show was told he was indeed getting a title shot on for the WWE title. Raw ended up going about 5 or 6 minutes long, and that's because that segment had problems, I guess. The timing, odd. SmackDown, you can do this. Raw's live. Except maybe for next week. As seen on Monday's Raw, WWE advertised old Big E Langston taking on Curtis Axel for last night's episode of Main Event. Anyway, that match didn't happen because Langston was not in attendance. He was way over in Ireland. And they were in, Charlotte, North Carolina. What can I say? So anyway, the show in Belfast, Big E teamed with Cody Rhodes, Goldust, and they defeated The Shield. And there's several, believe it or not, cost-cutting again, I'm sure. There were several WWE office releases on Wednesday. One guy fired was the senior executive assistant, Pete Leone. And Leone was said to be Triple H's #1 guy in the office. And there were apparently more office releases that we'll know about later. So they were doing some trimming. Get rid of that fat. Anyway. Alberto Del Rio, he noted on Twitter that he's going to be wrestling a retirement show for his father, Mexican legend Donna Carreras, in February next year. And it's not Del Rio's retirement, it's his father. Former WWE diva Maxine, she's going to be featured, she's going to be in a film called, featured in a film, called The Conversation with Prince today. Don't know what's going on there, but they showed a picture of her. Boy, she looks totally different. And as noted before, WWE is going to be holding a WrestleMania 30 ticket kickoff party on November 15th from 5 p.m. till 9, it looks like, at Champion Squares in New Orleans. Well, anyway, the party's free, open to the public, but there will be live entertainment, a kids zone, and more. A list of superstars being advertised to appear and signing autographs is going to be Jimmy Hart, Caitlyn, Alicia Fox, Mick Foley, Booker T, Mark Henry, Rey Mysterio, and Sheamus. At least they can get Rey Mysterio to do that kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, a little update on old Hacksaw. As noted yesterday, Hacksaw was launched an Indiegogo campaign to ask fans for help with a shoulder surgery he needs. Well, anyway, Duggan has already raised $7,349 as of today. Well above his goal of $6,500. Duggan's campaign has about 28 days left on it, though. But it'll probably slow down since he's met his goal. But good going, you guys, whoever helped him out. Shawn Michaels noted on Twitter that Triple H may be making another appearance on Shawn's McMillan River Adventure show in the future. Cody Hall and Scott Hall is in... All Good Entertainment is taking bookings. If you want to, I guess they're booking together. Hall and Hall. Anyway, you can email them at Scott at razorforlife.com. That's for 2014. Vince McMahon will be writing the foreword for WWE's 50th anniversary book, which is going to be released in March of next year. And, he has to write forward because when you write backwards, it's hard. I've tried it. Probably would help if you looked in a mirror, I guess. But Hunico and Camacho were trending worldwide on Twitter after their match for the main event. All right, here's a little synopsis for the upcoming WWE comic book written by Mick Foley. A little short synopsis here. It says, imagine a city much like any other crumbling, crime-ridden, corrupted modern-day city. All right. Key people are shockingly similar to WWE superstars. Anyway, that city is Titan City, and Titan City is on the brink of chaos while warring factions try to track down the missing $10 million that was allegedly stolen by John Cena. CM Punk appears that the people against the corrupt McMahon machine, and John Cena finds himself manhandled by enforcer Mark Henry, and Randy Orton confronts someone who could change the landscape of the city forever with just one word: yes. Daniel Bryan is ready to take over. I don't know how that comic book's going to go over, but oh well. Hey, WWE Hall of Famer Mae Young, she was in attendance for last week's live event in Columbia, South Carolina. And word sent that WWE announced in Belfast that they will be returning on May 24th, 2014, which indicates that next year's post-WrestleMania tour of Europe would be taking place a month later than usual. And TNA's live event November 2nd in Mount Pleasant, Michigan drew about 1,000 fans, and Jeff Jarrett's responsible for making deals with outside promotions for AJ Styles to defend a TNA World Heavyweight title. Jarrett's also now working as an agent for most of TNA's biggest matches, and such as the recent one with Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode on Impact. And regarding AJ's opponent for Wrestle 1 promotion in Japan, Sonata has shown interest in coming to TNA. So if you don't know Sonata, check him out. And aces and eights are either going to be dropped or not nearly be as significant as they have been in the past when the Eric Bischoff project. No word yet on Eric being gone means, his son Garrett is, they're going to be gone either. But Garrett's likely and considered being a hard worker, so he's likely to be around for a while, as long as he keeps up that attitude. And WWE legend Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has just signed on to star in yet another big-budget Hollywood blockbuster, MGM's SEAL Team 666. Johnson's also going to be producing, he's going to be executive producer of the movie, along with his ex-wife and manager, Danny Garcia, as well as Brandon Deneen and Peter Joseph of Macmillan Films. So he's starting to get some extra money coming in. He hadn't made enough money yet by him just starring in things. Now he's going to be on the producer and have your wife on there too. The kids will be next. According to Hollywood Hollywood Reporter, the film is being produced and based on a book by Weston Oach, or something like that, and follows an elite group of Navy SEALs who battle demons and sordid threats and discover that there's a greater supernatural force bent on destroying the world. Man, when I see that, I'm worried now. SEAL Team 666 is written by, Evan Spilopoulos, Greek to me, who's also wrote The Rock's upcoming movie, Hercules. There's no director attached to the film at this time yet. Johnson recently wrapped up Hercules. Now he's shooting Fast and Furious 7, and recently signed in to star in a 3D disaster movie, San Andreas, and a new reality series for TNA coming up, The Wake Up Call. Is there only one Rock? Man, Jesus, let some other people in on some business. Some fans have noticed that Summer Rae's Mean Girl gimmick on NXT is similar to the mid-'80s UWF version of Remember Missy Hyatt. And that's not a coincidence, I guess. She says Rae studied old tapes of the way Missy projected her character through characters themselves are different. The Dusty Rhodes knew this, and the First Lady of NXT name they gave her specifically was modeled after Hyatt's First Lady of Wrestling name. This past week, I'm about done. Hang on. The past week, plans for turning Roman Reigns babyface is scheduled to be on the fast track. So watch for disputes. WWE officials are looking at him as being the new young golden boy of the promotion, and Raw this week. They did nothing past put him in a position where his spear on Big Show was designed to make the people, pop, get a big response out of him. The plan last week was to do an 8-man match with the Wyatts and one other superstar versus CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and 2 other superstars, but now that's going to be going in another direction. It's going to be Punk, Bryant taking on Rowan and Harper in a tag match this month. Anyway, at this month's Survivor Series. There's also going to be a WWE tag match at pay-per-view, which is Cody Rhodes and Goldust taking on Swagger and Cesaro. No word yet if Shield Uso is going to be added to the match, but and as noted, good old Rey Mysterio. Yep, he's still around. He may be out of action until 2014 now, while waiting on his knee to strengthen. Unlike in the past, where WCW and WWE had put heavy pressure on him to return, this time around, Triple H has been very solid with him telling Mysterio not to rush things, put zero added pressure on him. And no word yet on AJ Styles signing another contract with TNA, but it appears he's going to be working past December because of the current storyline involved with him, defending his title here and there. The plan is to keep him off TNA for a few months while he defends the world title in other promotions. And WWE Wrestling Observer reports that there's an offer from WWE, but it was one that AJ just couldn't have possibly have taken because it was about 1/5 of what he currently makes at TNA because he's been there for a long time. Raises. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.